Okay, so we are back with another Will to Change Wednesday right here on my platform, Feminine Motherhood. I am your friendly neighborhood child development specialist, Elijah, and I have another child development lesson for you today. Now, some people like to call these messages. I'm okay with either or, but I like to make these really short and for two reasons. One is because very easy to digest this way, very easy for me to get the message out and to share. Two, all of the details are going to be in my upcoming book, Feminine Motherhood, The Motherhood Legacy. Let's start here. And in that book, I'm going to take us all the way back to the beginning and we're going to move forward step by step without bypassing anything, straight into the neuroscience for feminine motherhood, okay? Now, those two, the motherhood legacy and the neuroscience for feminine motherhood, are a must and they go together. They're going to give us those aha moments that our mothers didn't have and their mothers didn't have, but we get to have today. And it's going to allow us to change the direction of the motherhood legacy and help us to raise healthier, happier children who become whole adults who are emotionally healthy. All right. And so yeah, it's good. They go together. So we're going to go ahead and get into the lesson today. And I have it written down here for you. So it says, children are born into this world with a natural desire to cling to their mothers and to build their first intimate, most important attachment bond with her. Now, why is this? I have two reasons for you. One is because survival. The reptilian brain, when a child is born, is the only part of the brain that is fully developed and functioning at birth. And it's rooted in the need for survival. The second reason is to develop into a fully functioning man and woman who has a secure sense of self and is emotionally healthy. Okay? All right, so now think about it. To be rejected, dismissed, left to cry it out, left in emotional isolation, abused, mistreated, left swimming in a sea of unmet needs by mother. The person nature designed you to be hardwired to cling to have your first intimate relationship with, to have your most important attachment bond with. All right? And have your foundation established by is the most damaging to a child. All right? And these wounds and pain and hurt carries on into adulthood. And then now that's when we can get into codependency. People who are codependent, people who are, and people like to make fun of these type of people or like to use it to take shots at someone, but it's really very sad. But narcissists, okay, all right, they have this deep void inside from being hurt and rejected, neglected by their mother. Whether she did it consciously or unconsciously, this is what they're suffering from. All right. So we ask, why again? Why is this so damaging? Because all mothers are, in a sense, okay, and I'm saying in a sense, like God and a tree of life to their infants and young children. Okay? So think about it like this. If God rejects me, if God dismisses me, if God leaves me in my most vulnerable state to cry alone, if God abuses me and mistreats me, if God doesn't protect me, if God leaves me emotionally deprived and underdeveloped, if God leaves me swimming in a sea of unmet needs, no intervention is made by God. All right? Then what am I worth? Where is my place in this world? What is my value? How do I stand? I couldn't possibly walk alone. And here is something very important. How do I discover my sense of self? Just like a baby's brain doesn't develop on its own, it develops in relationship with another human being. And 9 times out of 10, that human being is their primary caregiver, who is 9 times out of 10 mom. A child develops their sense of self in relationship with another human being, who is 9 times out of 10 their primary caregiver, who is 9 times out of 10 mom. Okay. So these are the questions that children are asking. This is what they're saying without saying. What am I worth? How do I stand? I couldn't possibly walk alone. What is my value and place in this world? How do I discover, develop, and find my sense of self? Okay. This is what they're saying when their needs go unmet. And now this also leaves them lost, angry, carrying around a void inside. And now a lot of adults, especially little girls, all right, become grown women. These are us now. And there's this void that we have inside. You can't quite put your finger on it. Some of us have discovered it, but many have not, and many will never. But it's the fact that we are constantly and always craving to be mothered, to have adequate or enough good mothering that we did not get. That is that void. That is why so many feel empty. Like you can accomplish so much, and people still feel depressed, or people still feel they have anxiety, or they feel lonely, or this. It's because most times, in most cases, they've been under mother. They haven't gotten that good quality mothering that says, I love you, I accept you no matter what, just how you are. I'm here to be your emotion coach. I'm here to be your nervous system until your nervous system is developed. I'm here to be your emotion coach. I'm here to be your modulator, your cheerleader. I'm here to be your nurturer for as long as you need me to be until you are developed. And past that, okay? So a lot of people have that void inside. They're longing to be mothered. Okay, the need to be mother is never going to go away. That's going to stay with you forever. It does not go away. You can't make it go away. All right, it's what we are born to crave, to want, to need every day of our lives. All right. And again, I'm going to go back. That's when we get into that codependency and we get into the narcissist, and how codependent people always find themselves in relationships with narcissists. They're looking for a void to be filled. They're looking for that mothering void to be filled, you know. Um, but it never gets filled. All right, so let's go on. So it says, I'm going to close it here. All right. So it says, know that to feed, house, and bathe a child until they are grown are basic needs. Okay. Basic needs for a pet. Our children need more. All right. Again, they need modulation, they need emotion coaching, they need cheerleading, they need affection, they need to be accepted fully for who they are and have support for being a child, and to have those child characteristics and qualities that a lot of our parents dismiss, like being vulnerable and being playful and being goofy all the time, and wanting to be close and being innocent, you know, those things, authentic expressions of emotion. Something else that, a lot of our parents didn't support. But that's part of being a child, and they need support. Our children need support for that. All right. So that's where I'm going to end this. And we'll be back next Wednesday with another Will to Change Wednesday right here on